We are joined by Quincy Monday out of the 157-pound weight class, advancing to the national championship match. Congratulations.
Appreciate it.
We'll go ahead and toss it to questions. Let's start with Mike.
Quincy, I don't need to tell you what's happened with Princeton, the Ivy League wrestlers. You guys basically, in a sense, disappeared, like most people did. What did you do during that mindset that kept you together that Princeton has 2 finals?
Are you talking about over the last year,
Yes.
COVID and everything?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
it was a tough time. I can't even lie. It was hard. We were kind of scattered around. Everyone kind of doing their own thing. We had some guys training in Jersey. I was back training with my dad. So we were all just kind of had that similar goal in mind. Just kind of kept that feeling of what we were feeling going into nationals in 2020 because we were ready. We were ready to go. And
So what kept you at Princeton then? You said everybody went elsewhere. What kept you, made you go back?
Or it was, so a lot of us took gap years, and so we were just kind of doing whatever we were doing over the year. With our own time, we had a lot of guys training in the area in Jersey. I was fortunate to have my dad, to have a good training situation down in North Carolina, and so I was able to do that. And I took a few trips up to New Jersey to train with the guys, see them every now and then.
Let's go, Cal.
You mentioned your dad, Quincy Monday, Olympic gold, all-time great. What has he meant to your career?
Almost everything. He introduced me to the sport. He built the foundations with me and instilled a belief system in me, believing in yourself. A lot of people ask me about the pressures that come with having an Olympic champion as a father. It's a lot to handle, but I just think of it as something to kind of strive towards. He showed me what the highest achievements in wrestling is, and just being able to pursue that and trying to kind of reach that and take what he's shown me to be the best that I can be in my own career.
Go, front rider.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you, what was your strategy going into this match? I have a 2-part question. What was your strategy going into this match? And what's been the atmosphere like being here in Detroit?
Yeah, so the first question is strategy going into this match. It was really just wrestle the way I wrestle. Don't really plan for them much. I wrestled Luan a couple times in my career. He's a stingy wrestler. He doesn't really come forward a lot. He's a defensive wrestler, and that's kind of been the story of my tournament so far. Guys have been kind of trying to keep it close. Not really attacking me a lot. Makes it a little harder for me to get to my stuff, but I found a way to get a couple attacks in here and there and pick my spots.
Let's go, Mark.
You wrestle Ryan Deacon tomorrow night for a national championship. Have you wrestled Ryan before?
I have. I wrestled him twice. Once my freshman year a while ago, and then I wrestled him in Vegas this
Okay,
past year.
what does he do that gives you concerns, or what do you need to do to win that match?
Yeah, I mean, he's a good wrestler. He's really strong. He's good in the position he's good at. He has a high finishing rate, and so. But I like the challenge because, unlike a lot of these other guys, he's going to come forward. I know that for a fact. He's going to shoot and attack, and it's going to open up some possibilities for my reattacks. And so, I'm welcoming the challenge, and I wouldn't rather have it any other way.
We'll get one in the back.
Quincy, Princeton hadn't had a national finalist in 20 years. Now you got 2 in 20 minutes. What's it mean for you, Pat, and the program?
It means a lot. Just so much to the program, to our coaching staff. Aries Dubuque, Gray, Nate Jackson. They're amazing. They're a great group of guys. The work we've put in year in and year out, and even in the past year, just to reach this stage just means so much to me. Pat, he's a great leader on our team. He's been setting the bar high since we were freshmen, and so just being able to be on that big stage with him means so much to me.
Get one more, Mike.
Quincy, I don't want to dwell on that gap year, but that had to be tough, especially because in 2020, you guys had won the Ivy League. You expected to go to the NCAAs and perhaps do what y'all are doing right now.
Yeah.
Did you remember a conversation you had with Chris Ayers or Joe Dubuque or somebody else that tied you guys, kept you guys together?
Yeah, it was just kind of believing in the process, believing in what we were building, and trying to kind of bottle up the momentum we had going into the national tournament after winning the Ivies in 2020. It was tough, especially coming back. The start of this year, we had a lot of guys still off. They were taking like a half gap year, and so our team was still kind of trying to find itself for a lot of the season. But I think they had a great plan for us to peak at the right time, and so that's kind of coming to fruition right now.
You've wrestled in a lot of venues. I just want to get your feel for Detroit. How was the atmosphere here?
It's amazing. I love the arena. The fans. It's amazing to have the fans back, of course. I love the crowd noises. It's funny whenever we do matches in our room. We have this crowd noise going on in the background. It's this artificial crowd noise, and it's the most annoying thing ever, but it really did prepare us for this moment. So I didn't really feel rattled or anything. We were ready.
Let's go to Mark.
Quincy, just so you know, when you won out there in the semis, they went to your parents that were up in the stands they're both pretty excited. They
Yeah.
were pretty excited. So, and by the way, I wrestled your dad. My first college match was against your
Your
dad.
very first one?
My very first one.
How'd it go?
Not so well.
Yeah.
But anyway, but he did hit me with the fireman's carry, and I haven't seen you hit one yet because that was his. That
Yeah.
was his move.
Yeah, I need to get back to it.
Do you have that move? And
Yeah, I have a fireman's. I definitely wish I could pull it out a little more. I think I kind of got away from it. I hit it more last year, or not last year, but the year before that. But I definitely kind of need to get back into my bag with that.
We'll wrap it up with Mike.
Quincy, have you watched any of his old films, videos?
Oh, of course, all the time. He's always posting it too. I don't know if you guys follow him on social media or anything, but he always is going in the archives and putting out the classics. And so yeah, I've seen like almost all this stuff, and it's just it's amazing.
Thanks for joining us. Best of luck tomorrow.
Thank you.
Congratulations.